The twin moons of Exalara cast a silvery glow over the capital city of Valorant. Tall spires of crystalline architecture pierced the heavens, their surfaces shimmering with an iridescent light. In the palace of the Luminar dynasty, Prince Kyle stood on a balcony, his deep violet eyes fixed on the star-strewn sky. He could sense the tension in the air, a heaviness that seemed to mirror the weight of the crown he would one day wear. Far away, on Earth, a young woman named Elena Navarro walked through the bustling streets of New York City. The noise, the lights, the unyielding pace of life, all of it felt oppressive. She had always dreamed of something more, something beyond the confines of her ordinary existence. Little did she know that her life was about to change in ways she could never have imagined. Kale's ship, the Aetherus, was sleek and formidable, designed for both speed and stealth. It slipped through Earth's atmosphere undetected. Kale had defied his father's orders, driven by an unexplainable urge to see the planet that had become a point of contention in the Intergalactic Council. Elena was hiking, a rare escape from her urban life. She wandered deeper into the woods than usual, drawn by an eerie glow in the distance. When she stumbled upon the ship, her breath caught. It was unlike anything she had ever seen. The sleek, metallic structure pulsated with energy, its surface covered in intricate patterns that seemed to shift under her gaze. Kyle emerged, his presence both regal and otherworldly. His silver hair caught the moonlight, and his eyes, glowing faintly, met Elena's. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. "Who are you?" Elena asked, her voice trembling. Kale hesitated. Revealing his identity could endanger them both. "A traveler," he said finally. "I mean you no harm." Despite her fear, Elena felt an inexplicable pull toward him. "You're not from here, are you?" Kale nodded. "No, but I didn't come to conquer. I came to understand." Over the weeks that followed, Kale and Elena met in secret. She showed him the beauty of Earth, its forests, its oceans, its art and music. In return, Kale shared tales of Exalara, of its twin suns and bioluminescent flora, of the advanced technology and ancient traditions of his people. They would often sit under the stars, Elena asking endless questions about the galaxy while Kyle tried to explain the vastness of his world in terms she could understand. "Do your people believe in love?" Elena asked one evening, her gaze fixed on the flickering fire between them. Kyle's expression softened. "We do, but it's complicated. Love is seen as a distraction, a weakness in some circles. But I believe it is our greatest strength. Then why hide it?" She pressed. Kyle hesitated before answering. "Because fear is easier to rule with, and love is harder to understand." Their connection deepened, transcending the barriers of their worlds. Kale marveled at Elena's resilience and passion, while she was captivated by his wisdom and the sadness that lingered in his eyes. But their meetings did not go unnoticed. Kale's second-in-command, General Arden, discovered his prince's secret. Arden was loyal to the crown, but feared the consequences of Kale's actions. He warned the prince of the dangers, reminding him of the fragile peace between Exalara and Earth. "If the council discovers this," Arden said, "it could spark a war." Is she worth that risk? Kale's answer was resolute. Yes. Elena's world turned upside down when Kale revealed his true identity. He was not just an alien traveler, but the heir to the Luminar dynasty. Their love was not just forbidden, it was dangerous. "Why did you come to Earth?" she asked. Kale took a deep breath. "Our council sees your world as a threat. They fear your potential, your unpredictability. I came to see for myself and to advocate for peace." Elena's heart sank. "And what did you find?" Kyle's gaze softened. "I found you." Their kiss under the starlit sky felt like a promise, a defiance of the forces that sought to tear them apart. Each meeting after that felt more precious, tinged with the knowledge of their fragile circumstances. They talked of dreams, fears, and the impossibility of their union. Their idyll was shattered when Arden betrayed Kyle, informing the council of his forbidden relationship. A fleet of Exalaran ships descended upon Earth, their presence sparking panic and chaos. Kale was summoned back to Exalara to face trial for his actions. Elena, devastated but determined, refused to be left behind. She stowed away on the Atheris, her heart set on standing by Kyle, no matter the cost. The council chamber was a grand, imposing space, its walls adorned with luminous glyphs that seemed to hum with energy. Kale stood before the council, his posture proud despite the weight of their judgment. Thousands of Zalarans gathered to witness the proceedings, murmurs of dissent and support filling the air. Elena stepped forward, her voice steady despite her fear. "You fear humanity because you don't understand us. But Kale does. He sees our potential, our capacity for love and change. Isn't that worth something?" Her words hung in the air, a challenge to the council's rigid ideals. But the council was unmoved. They sentenced Kale to exile and declared Earth a restricted zone. Their decree sent shockwaves through the Exalaran populace, sparking debates and unrest. Kale's defiance inspired a faction within Exalara that believed in his vision of unity. Kale and Elena, joined by their allies, orchestrated a rebellion. They sought to overthrow the council and establish a new order, one based on cooperation rather than fear. The battle was fierce. Zalaran ships clashed in the skies above, their energy weapons lighting up the darkness. On the ground, rebels fought to seize control of the capital. Elena proved herself a formidable leader, rallying both humans and Exalarans to their cause. Her courage and determination inspired hope, even in the face of overwhelming odds. For Kyle, she would shout, her voice carrying over the chaos of battle. And it was those words that drove them forward, reminding them of their shared purpose. Victory came at a cost. In the final battle, Kale faced Arden, who had remained loyal to the old regime. Their duel was intense, their blades clashing in a dance of light and shadow. Around them, the rebellion's forces pushed forward, gaining ground inch by inch. Kyle emerged victorious but was gravely wounded. As he lay in Elena's arms, he smiled. "We did it," he said. "The future is ours." Elena's tears fell onto his face. "Stay with me," she pleaded. Kale's hand brushed her cheek. "I'll always be with you." With Kale's sacrifice, the rebellion succeeded. The council was overthrown, and a new alliance was forged between Exalara and Earth. Elena, now a symbol of unity, worked tirelessly to honor Cal's legacy. She spearheaded initiatives to foster understanding between their peoples, ensuring that his dream would not be forgotten. Years later, she stood on a hill overlooking a thriving Exalaran Earth colony. Beside her, a young boy with silver hair and glowing violet eyes held her hand. "Tell me about him," the boy said, his voice filled with wonder. Elena smiled, her heart aching with both love and pride. "Your father was a prince, a warrior, and the bravest soul I've ever known. He believed in a world where love could conquer fear, and he gave everything to make it real." As the twin moons of Exalara rose in the sky, illuminating the vibrant colony below, Elena felt a deep sense of peace. Kale's spirit lived on in their son, in the unity of their peoples, and in the love that had forever changed the fate of two worlds.